is the focus this offseason for you?
Just perfecting my craft. Anything I can do to better myself, tweak my craft. Yeah.
Obviously, everybody that came in. Last year, everybody was new. Like everybody's kind of getting acclimated. Where do you feel you guys are, and you individually are as a individual and as a team this year compared to last year?
Yeah, I feel like it would be a little unfair for me to sit up here and compare this year and last year. What I will say, I'm happy about it being a new season, a fresh start, a new set of guys, a new group of guys. I'll speak for myself as far as where I am. I'm a little lighter this year. I feel a lot more faster, a little bit more stronger, but I'm just trying to perfect my craft.
Yeah, I was gonna say you look thinner. You look like you leaned out.
Yep.
What was that a product of? Just kind of, assessing what happened last year and just figuring out ways to maybe improve from last year.
Yeah, obviously last year I went down with an injury, the second to the last game of the season. And obviously with that, well not obviously, but with that injury, it's a little bit hard to work out and lift. So I went through a whole rehab process. And as I was rehabbing, I took my time opposed to just jumping into weights and trying to gain muscle right away. So got back healthy. Then I started working out, lifting, and that's where I am. I'm kind of just building muscle right now. So you kind of just shed the leaves off the tree and then grow them back on some whatever.
Statistically, you were playing your best football of the season. Probably those last 4 games before you got hurt. When it comes to the sacks and pressures and things like that, you were doing a good job with everything else prior to that. But do you feel like you were playing your best football toward the end of last season, and you can hopefully pick up from where you left off?
Yeah, football, and especially at this level, statistics are very tricky. You can sit there and stare at stats, but at the end of the day, as long as you're grading out well, by the coaches and you're doing your job and you might be freeing up other guys, or as long as you're, putting the team first, that's all that matters. Do I want more stats? Of course. Is that my goal? Of course. I would be selling myself short if I didn't. But you can't go chasing them, so.
Chandler, when it comes to the defense as a whole, I'm sure you guys want to perform better than you did last year. What's sort of the key to taking those steps forward? Maybe if you've been in the past of a unit that maybe your first year there wasn't what you thought it was, and eventually got to a place where it's excelled. What's been typically the path to get there?
Yeah, I've always thought when it comes to looking for success, and this is in any aspect of life, but whenever you're looking for success and you have things that are seasonal, like football, for me, it's been very advantageous to just flush it and erase it. Learn from your mistakes, see what you did wrong. Obviously, you don't want to get burned twice, but flushing it. And like I said, this is a fresh year, which I'm very excited about. We have a fresh team, a few new coaches sprinkled around, and I'm excited. I am.
Saw Josh McDaniels with his arm around you kind of before. What are those messages like, and just that relationship with him and how it's evolved over the years between you two?
Yeah, Josh is a hell of a person. He's very cerebral. He knows what he's talking about. He's a player's coach, and I've known Josh since I was a kid, and now I can sit here as a man and say that. So I'm just having that relationship, him being out here and just getting the guys ready for practice.
Chandler, how much weight have you lost leading up to from last year? And then you said you're getting your strength back, but where are you at that point?
Right now I'm about 255, 250, and I could play there. I don't know. We'll see when training camp starts, but I feel good. I feel fast, and we'll see what happens.
How did that rehab process go for you, and just the trying to work through it and get more kind of used to the new artillery, I guess, you have in your arm? Because it looked like there was like they were calling it a Terminator arm for a minute.
Oh, no. Fortunately, I didn't require any surgery. So, yeah, I didn't have any surgery at my elbow, but as far as strengthening, it could be a Terminator arm because it's a little strong. But no work done.
Though, was the process pretty smooth? And
Yeah. It was. I feel like when it comes to injuries at this sport, most players that go through injuries, they kind of have a better season going into because they take that rehab process and it goes into their workout, their training process, and then maybe forward. But we'll see what happens. But my rehab went very well. Elbow feels fine.
I'm just wondering, Chandler, what was the first interaction between you and Jacoby Myers like after he was added to the team, and did you guys discuss the infamous play?
We spoke about it briefly. We didn't harp on it too much. I gave him a little smirk. That's all. That's all I got from me. But no, we spoke about it. I did tell him that he handled the media well after it. I'm not sure if you guys remember, but he handled the media very well. And, yeah. That was it.
You've been in the NFL since 2012, and you're out here in voluntary workouts. Where does that hunger come from, wanting to be better every day and wanting to help your team?
Just loving football, honestly. I know the importance of having the whole roster here at this time. It's very advantageous, gelling together, camaraderie, but just the love of the game, honestly. There's still goals that I would like to have. There's still team goals and individual goals, and it would be a little bitter to kind of not get them because I still feel great. So that's all. Love being here. Love OTAs. I don't think I've missed one in 12 years. I think this is my 12th OTA, and it's fun.